Okay, hello and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick video today, just a battle, which highlights probably maybe not the importance of being nice to your teammates, but helping others when it comes to their missions. You know, if they ask, I will be commentating the whole replay and showing you little bits and tricks as I use them, so that you can use them if you need, or you know, the situation arises. But just want you to keep an eye on the ML1 and also Skoda T50, as they will be the stars of this replay towards the end anyway. So at the beginning of the battle I start making my way up towards the hill. Nice thing about the ISC2 is you've got good gun detection, so I'm going to have no issue working myself up there. Now our mill and an Oni are heading down a banana road. You don't know what the banana road is, it's this one because it looks like a banana. Now I look onto the map at this point and I see that we've actually got the majority of our team is coming uphill, so they obviously don't need me. If I look at the banana road, our Mill 1 and Oni are now up against Object 257 and ISU 152K, so that's probably not going to be very healthy for them. So I decided to turn and make my way towards them. Now not many people know about this little spot here. You can actually drive up here with any tank, so you know, if you need to make a quick escape, do that. Works both ways, obviously. But yeah, so back down here nice and fast. It is a hill after all. As I saw, our mill's turret isn't going to stand up to that tier 9 gun on the 257, and the Oni's not going to do very well either. That was actually a really good shot by the Oni. Anyway, we spot the Progetto, we go to aim, but it looks like his sixth sense goes off and he pulls back. So we're going to push forward a little bit and come out a tiny bit, and hopefully we can get the corner of this ISU 152K, which we can. Put a shot into him, he fires, and it looks like he's going to be turning around at this point. I see the 257 fires, so that's RQ to be able to push him. And I'm going to want to finish off this ISU 152K as he runs away, as he is not going to be a good tank for any of our tier 7s to verse. Now I'm going to try and overmatch the top of this guy's turret. You can do that with some calibers, and luckily we managed to hit that tiny bit sliver of a shot. Emil1 asked for help, so I wait for the 257 to fire and I push in with him. This Emil obviously knows what he's doing. He is on his Object 260 mission, so you can tell just by that he's an experienced player. Now I point out down a zero line that we need to take this side. Meanwhile Jigsaw is raging, probably only because he died, but you know, we all have days like that. But taking it out on your team isn't, you know, it's not very flash. Anyway, it looks like our Mill and Oni are going to turn around and deal with the people south first. So we're up here by ourselves. I am feeling pretty confident. This is a fantastic tank, as you know, I just did a review on it. I'm still playing it. Still got an IS and a Bizonte up there by the looks of it. Nope, only the Bizonte. I'm going to tell it's a Bizonte because it starts with a B, and the only tanks they have left alive that start with a B is the Bizonte. So ISC2 versus Bizonte. It looks like down south IS, M46 and a T54 an enemy team is actually running away from our Mill and Oni. Okay, we've found the Bizonte. Since he stopped to fire, I know I did go to bait him. I probably could have put a double shot in and finished him off a lot sooner. But in this situation he has the advantage. He's not going to push me, so I'm going to be forced to push him. Come up the hill. I don't have the gun depression for this. 8 degrees is good, but it's not something I can use up here. Anyway, it looks like a Skoda T50 actually got into a bit of trouble early game there. He's currently surrounded by enemy tanks, but for some reason they're not rushing him. I didn't realise he actually had such a terrible game. Okay, so the Bizonte fired once, fired a second time, and a third, so that means he's on reload. So he has a 15-second reload before he can fire another shot again at me. So this is my cue to come up and start challenging him. I come up and I try to put it into his track, but you know, I just damage anyway. And wait for another shot to reload. Now, I make a bit of a boo-boo here, like, because I'm not used to fighting Byzantes yet. They've only been in the game for a few days. I don't aim for his hull, because they have very weak hulls. And they're not even going to stand up to tier 7 guns or tier 6s if they're going to beat. So eventually I wise him up and I shoot his hull, and he's out of the game. So we come up here, and now it's basically time to clear out this hill. We don't know where the M46 baton is, so I'm placing that on myself so I can keep my Skoda and ML safe. We are essentially one at the moment, but you can't loosen up until the battle finishes, basically. I come over here and I spot the M46 pattern. Again, I make my issue where I fire too soon instead of waiting for a good shot. There we go, I had a perfect shot there, but I fired too early. Anyway, it looks like our mill has a clip. So, yep, no, he finishes off the M46 pattern. And now we have the issue of trying to find this artillery. Now, we actually spent quite a long time looking for this artillery. There we go, let's go to T150 and chat there, he's pretty positive, nice recovery and all that. So, I don't know it yet, but our mill is actually in need of doing a mission. The issue with some of the missions in World of Tanks is that some of them are base situational, and without the cooperation of your team sometimes, you just can't do them. I think I only had like one out of my entire run trying to get a 279E where someone actually helped me out mid-battle. Now, they're asking for Brothers in Arms, which requires us to create a platoon, but sadly I have my platoon invites turned off for some reason, which I don't remember doing, so after this game I did turn them back on. So if you see me in game, just send me an invite, I don't mind. But yeah, so we just gotta miss out on Brothers in Arms, medal, that's what it's called. Now, I really thought the artillery would be here, but they're not. So now it's complete confusion, because we have covered like every single part of the map. But we do have 7 minutes left to find the artillery, and I believe I'm in good company at the moment. They're not going to rush cap or anything, which is nice. They realise that we have time, and you know, well, we're still in the same frame of mind. So I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit, just because this is going to take forever. Okay, so we've checked the mid, and now we're going to head back up to back up onto the hill, because I'm thinking maybe I missed him when he's like down here somewhere when I drove up around here on the map there. I tell the mill to go that side, because maybe somehow I managed to miss the artillery when I checked before. So he's going to go that side. He does cooperate, which is really nice. Now, this is where the mill asks if he can get a ram kill. He'll explain why soon. He needs to ram a higher tier for a 260 mission. Now, as I was saying before, a lot of these missions are really situational. They're not necessarily down to skill, you have to have the right situation. But, so I see this and I'm like, yeah, you know, why not? I can't tell you how much I would have loved for someone to do this for me, so hopefully he'll do it more for other people as well because of this. So he's obviously very happy, and I let him know that I can take the hit from the artillery, so he's on reload. Because I believe our mill, yep, no, he is very much a one-shot if the artillery puts a good hit into him. I still have 1,000 health, there is no way he can pen me frontally, so I'll take the hit for him when we find him, obviously. Now, again, this artillery eludes us. Where the hell he is, at this point I have absolutely no idea. This code is still running about, but he's right there. So, if we had not taken a shot at this M46 pattern here near the middle of the game, or near the end, I should say. We would never been in a situation and I would have killed them off. But luckily, just, you know, it worked out properly. Our mill is still a wee way away, so I'm going to wait a little bit. I communicate this to him in chat so that he can come and I can wait before I drive out in front of the artillery to take the hit. So thankfully the Skoda is actually doing this as well, he's waiting. So these are really nice teammates to be with. You know, I don't know, it's just nice. You know what nice teammates are like. The mill's almost here, so I'm going to drive out in front right about now and take the shot. Yeah. There we go. He doesn't put a very good hit into me, but now he's all ready for the mill. Mill drives down. Now he does do the smart thing and he fires just to take out some of his health, and he even survives the ram, so that was a nice game. But yeah, you know, whole point of this video, just be nice to your teammates. Missions can be an absolute pain in the ass. Not everyone cares about them, but the ones doing them, you know, they generally do. And it also means, you know, if they ever see you in game, they'll, you know, they'll just be nice to you and you guys can work together. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you next time.